All right, boys, disclaimer to start the first video package of the year. Everyone's going to get picked on. Everyone, okay? I was picked on a ton when I played hockey, and so were all my teammates. So don't get too down on yourselves if you see yourself on video and you see me call something out that I'd like to see a little bit better. This is how we get better as a team, all right? So let's start it out. And the first, basically, the point of this video, and there's one power play clip at the end, but the point of this is to recognize for defensemen when to go in, take advantage of that soft area of the ice, and add to our offense in the offensive zone. And we did a drill in practice about it, but I'd like to talk about it in video. So let's just roll the first clip here. All right. Now let's just stop it here. Okay, we have three forwards kind of bunched up. Ideally, we'd like to see that forward in the soft area of the ice. But fellas, check out this area of the ice. All right, there's so much space. All right, if you're any kind of offensive defenseman, or even if not, right, this is just a good team play to get yourself in a scoring opportunity. So there is no one covering the slot. These two forwards are puck watching, absolute chickens. Okay. So we need to take advantage of the center of the slot here. And look, this defenseman, he's on the blue line. Look, he's not really doing much. All right. Well, ideally, what I'd like to see is creep up right here. All right. These two forwards. I mean, if you watch these two defending forwards, they're not going to swivel their head at just one time. They're just like completely puck watching. So ideally, I'd like you to take advantage of the center of the ice. So maybe this defenseman, instead of being on the blue line, will be right here. Okay, and now if a puck bounces out or anything, maybe you can have a scoring opportunity. Who knows? But there's so much open areas. So boys, learn to recognize these open areas, especially defensemen. And don't be afraid to just go in, call for the puck. If it doesn't, get back out. But right now, what ends up happening is we have the puck right here. We kind of just throw it to the middle of the net or the front of the net, which is never an awful play. But the next level that we can get to is to have this forward bang bang this D in the back of the net. So right here, what ends up happening, like I said, he kind of throws it to the front of the net and we don't really do much with it. So ideally, instead of this defenseman just being in no man's land over here, and I get maybe if we rim it back, right, maybe we get it, but we don't want to play four corners hockey, right? We want to play high danger area hockey. We want to get our defensemen activated. We want them to take advantage of all of this ice. So really this defenseman, and I think it's Heidemann, I would love for you to just creep in here, right? Creep in the soft area of the ice. If you're calling for the puck and this forward knows you're there, now even before he gets the puck, right, he should know, oh, I have a guy wide open in the slot. All I really need to do is just lay it out in the slot. So if you're up here, then maybe we get a better scoring opportunity. And again, look at these forwards are not really doing anything. This could have been a bang, bang slot. Look at this. So much open ice. We could have had a defenseman or even a high forward, but in this case, I would have loved for a defenseman to kind of just be creeping in. If that forward is right on you, all right, then don't worry about it. If he's playing actual good defense, don't worry about it. But the times you take advantage of this are when you have two forwards that really heads aren't really on a swivel. They're not really playing great defense, and that's it. So defensemen, and the reason they're doing this is because they kind of know you guys are just going to stay on the blue line. They don't really need to turn their heads, but we want to start making them turn their heads. All right, and we'll go to the next clip. This is more of the same. So even just to start this clip, right? Let's recognize how much open ice there is right here, and look at there's perfect soft scoring opportunity right here. So Jasper and Jay are on this shift. Ideally, right now, I know it's maybe a puck battle, but Jasper, I would love to see you just creep in right here. I mean, you have no one on you, you might as well, and I know you're fast enough to get back. So maybe just creep in right here. If the puck bounces out, now you have a quick shot on goal. Or if we gain possession of the puck, quick shot on goal. But instead, right, we're both kind of sticks up in the air. And once again, these forwards are not looking at the defensemen in the slightest. They're puck watching. They're hoping a puck bounces out to them for an odd man rush or something like that. But what I would like to see, and this is a little bit better than the last clip, Jay's a little bit more in the zone. I would like to see you even a little bit more in the zone. Creep in a little bit more. Right? So we wound up getting a penalty, but our defensemen don't know that. But boys, look at all of this ice. I mean, the forwards are below the dots. They're not even checking you out. And to be honest, they don't need to check you out because we know, your sticks are just up in the air by the blue line. And even if a puck gets back to you, okay, you get a shot on net, maybe we get a rebound, and never a bad play. But the next level, how we score more goals, how we be a more competitive team, how we win more games, is for these D, or a part of it, is for these D to recognize, look at how much area of the ice right here. So Jay, I wouldn't mind you creeping up to the slot right here. I wouldn't. If the puck bounces out to the middle, that's a goal, right? If it doesn't, okay, if they maybe go back in the corner, now you get back and you get back in position. But there is just so much open ice that we can take advantage of. And in these next clips, I'm going to show you teams that do. A lot of my clips are Devils related, just to let you guys know I'm a big Devils fan. And these are just the goals that I remember that would be good for these clip packages. Otherwise, I'd be scrolling through tons of other teams' content. So a few things to recognize. This is a 4-on-4. Watch the way the forwards protect the puck, all right? The Dinas Zubris is sticking his ass out. I mean, no one can get the puck from this guy, and I know we can do this too. But another thing that I want you to recognize is this is a 4-man unit. This isn't 2 forwards and then 2D just glued to the point, all right? They're moving as a 4-man unit. If a defenseman kind of creeps in or goes in, a forward kind of gets back. And what ends up happening is a defenseman goal. So let's just play it. All right, he sticks his ass out. No one's getting the puck from him. Now Peter Harold recognizes this on the point. By the way, the defensemen are Peter Harold and Adam Larson, number 10 and number 5. All right, Harold recognizes this. This is a classic little scissor play. The forward goes low to high. The D goes high to low. He drops it off. All right, Zubris is still recovering, but now he sees Harold kind of stop, and Zubris goes to the front. Harold shoots it on net, never a bad play, but look, he went in, he didn't see anything, now he's back out, okay? Now the next thing I want to draw your attention to is that Adam Larson, right, he's not in picture, he's back here somewhere. He's going to jump up, recognize the soft area of the ice, and he winds up scoring. So, look at this, look at all the soft area, he comes in, now he scores from the dot. That's a defenseman scoring that. So let's watch that back, and a couple things I want to draw your attention to. Okay, so the forwards do a really good job of puck control. Forward goes low to high. Now let's watch Larson right here. Forget about Harold. Let's watch Larson. He recognizes the soft area of the ice. And by the way, this is how you defend, right? In the other clips, the other team's forwards, they were just puck watching. This is how you defend, right? Your head's on a swivel. You're kind of goal side between him. So let's watch Larson on this. Larson, when the puck goes up here, he thinks about it, and he starts to take advantage of that soft ice. Then he recognizes, oh, Harold's going in. That's my defensive partner. I'm going to wheel back out. So just watch what Larson does. He goes in, he thinks about it, then he gets back out. That's just the mindset that I want you guys to have, that we're always trying to go until we can't anymore, right? So let's watch him. And it's a little bit tough to see. It's the bottom of the screen. So he thinks about it. Now he wheels back out. Okay, but he's still there. He's always waiting for his opportunity. Now let's look where he is when we lose him. All right, he's up here. Great positioning. He's the last guy back. Puck goes on net, but what does he do? He's not just glued to the point. He sees that there's a scoring opportunity, right? He rushes up the ice. He joins as almost a third forward, and he scores. So that's just the mentality. And by the way, he's not even an offensive defenseman, fellas. He's a straight up defensive defenseman. So you don't have to be Erik Karlsson to score these goals. It's just about being smart and recognizing, hey, I have an opportunity to score a goal or get a good scoring chance. And there's a few other clips that demonstrate this. This one is a good one because it just kind of gets you in the mindset that, hey, you're not glued to your position. As a defenseman, you're not glued to the point, and as a forward, you're not always glued to the bottom of the zone. We have to help each other out. We're a 5-man unit, right? So in this clip, they go for a scissor, Miles Wood doesn't give it to him, but what does PK do? Now he's in the zone, right? Might as well get a good scoring opportunity. So he busts his ass to the front of the net and gets a good tip. This is a forward scoring a tip shot goal right on top of the goalie, right? This is just to get you in the mindset that, hey, defensemen, we can activate. We can be the fourth forward, right? But if it's not there, then you get right back out. Or if you have a forward covering, stay in there. Take a shifted offense. Take a minute or take 10 seconds. If nothing happens, then get back out and you guys switch. But we're a 5-man unit. And it seems like too much we're thinking, oh, I'm a forward, I need to be here. Oh, I'm a defenseman, I need to be the last man back. No, boys, we're skilled enough, we're fast enough, we can start taking our game to the next level. And these clips are really just to get us to that next level. So, okay, it doesn't happen. Subban goes to the front, scores a tip shot, right? I don't think I've seen this play once, even last year, right? We need to start doing this. So forwards, if you're walking out of the corner, you don't have to just throw it blindly to the net. Just keep control. If you have good puck control skills, which I know a lot of us have, don't be afraid to keep wheeling it around. Defensemen, if you see that, do a little scissor play. Now you start going, and now you're low, and that forward's high. So the forward is going from low to high. The D is going from high to low. He doesn't get the puck, right? But what does he do? He says, all right, I'll just take a drive-by in front of the net. He winds up getting a nice tip goal. Once again, that's a defenseman scoring a goal from right in front of the net. And I'll show you one more NHL clip. And this kind of goes hand in hand to what I said about being a unit. So in this clip, Kyle Turris is a forward. Erik Karlsson's defenseman usually, right? But Kyle Turris recognizes, hey, Erik Karlsson is kind of joining the play. Now he's going to take 5-10 seconds he's already in the zone. He's hungry. He wants a goal. Okay, I'm going to hang back. And Karlsson, good for him, he recognizes, oh man, I'm the third forward now, so let me try and get a good opportunity. So look at this. Okay, Karlsson is pretty much the third forward here. That's him right here. Kyle Turris usually playing forward, but he's now covering for his defenseman, right? He recognized we have 3 below the dots. Karlsson is up there. Okay, I'm going to play some D. But what does Karlsson do? He stays there. He wins possession in front of the net, and then he gets a goal, right? So like I said, D, don't be afraid to get involved in the offense. And by the way, this goal is just wanting it more. Look at Karlsson in front. Look at him out battle and get a good scoring opportunity and winds up scoring. But another thing I want you to focus on is Kyle Turris. Now, he's not even a defenseman, but he just has the smarts to think the way that I'd like you guys to start thinking. So as a forward playing defense, look at him. He's not all the way out at the blue line. He's not glued to the blue line. There's so much soft air of the ice. And if you just watch Kyle Turris, he recognizes this. And first, he tries to go to this soft air of the ice. Then he realizes Ekblad is kind of covering him. So then he tries to bounce out for a shot. That's what I'd like to start seeing. When we have possession of the puck, full possession of the puck, start taking your chances. Start pushing the envelope a little more. Try and get some more goals. So let's watch Turris. All right, so he tried to hit the slot. He saw Trocheck is there. Now he's bouncing out for possibly a one-timer. The puck ends up going to Karlsson instead, but that's what I'd like for our defenseman to start doing. And even still, look, he's still, in case the puck bounces out, he's got a rebound or something. And where does he end up? He's still just creeping. He's creeping. His knees are bent. He's in a good scoring pose. He's looking for a puck to bounce out for him. It doesn't happen, right? But when they score, look at where 4 guys on the ice are. Look at this, right? And we can do this because we had full possession, or they could do this because they had full possession of the puck, right? Turris sees, okay, Trocheck's my forward. He's kind of puck watching. So I can take this opportunity to kind of crash the net. When this goal is scored, we have 4 guys that are at the dots or below her. Now, I'm not saying every defenseman, every time you need to go. That's not what I'm saying, because we're going to give up a lot of odd man rushes that way. But it's about recognizing the soft areas of the ice. Just take a peek at the forward that's covering you. Is he swiveling his head? Okay, then maybe you pick your spots. You try and catch him. You smack your stick on the left side and go right. There's little tricks you can do to trick him. But the 2 clips that I showed from our league, the forwards aren't even checking you. They're not looking at you. They're just totally puck watching. So in this, you don't even need to outmaneuver them. Here, in our clips, you can just take that middle of the ice. And finally, what we're gonna do is show just the importance of passing and puck control. This is a power play clip. And I said it in practice, right? I'm big into the hockey analytics, the advanced stats. So you could win 80% of your puck battles. If you disconnect on one pass, it negates 2 or 3 puck battles that you won. So think about that. You do all that effort, right? You battle your ass off and you win a puck battle. And then we make one bad pass and now we give the puck away. So puck control, bad passes, this is a bad clip for power play. And ideally what I'd like to see is us to just relax a little bit more, take your time, and realize that if we actually set up in the power play breakout, yeah, we waste 2-3 seconds, but it ends up being more beneficial. Just off one bad pass, I think we waste 30 to 40 seconds on this power play. So let's check it out. All right, perfect. We're in our power play breakout. This is exactly what we want. We make one bad pass, and now we're offside. So we made a bad pass. Now they win the face-off, and now what? It's been 10, 15 seconds that they're killing. Just off of one bad pass, they're killing all this time. Now we have an opportunity again to slow it down, relax. Okay, not a big deal. Let's calm down and let's go up as a unit. But instead, we try and skate through 3 guys, right? And we give the puck away again. This just is not the puck control we want in the power play, fellas. We have to play keep away. We have to be smart. Now again, what we do is we just try and skate it, make an ill-advised backhand pass, and once again, they have it. So we make it way too easy on the other team, right? What I would love to see is for that defenseman or anyone that picks up the puck over there to recognize, hey, let's calm it down. One of us, whoever's behind the net there, needs to be that calming presence that say, all right, let's all take a breath, let's all reset. If we would have done that the first or the second time, we would probably be in the zone by now. But instead we didn't. And what I would like to see right here, we had an opportunity to just circle back. We could have just circled back and set it up again, but instead we try and beat 2 guys, and maybe it's there, right? You could say, oh, I had it, but we lose the puck a lot of the time when that happens. So on a power play, I'd much rather you just wheel back and just get everyone on the same page. Someone needs to be the captain of the power play out there, and it's usually the guy who has the puck behind the net. So someone needs to be that leader that has that calming presence that says, all right, nope, I don't like what I see. I'm rushing up. I don't really have many options. I'm going to have to beat 2 guys through the slot of our own defensive zone just to get out of the zone. So instead, wheel back and we come up as a unit. Instead, right, we try and beat 2 guys and we do the same exact thing next time. So what I would like to see here is Stone right here. Circle back. Just come on back, man. We have a lot of time. We have the skill. We don't want to waste more time on our power play. So be that calming presence, circle back. It's way better to come up as a unit in our designed breakout than just, hey, I beat a guy, there's a guy on my ass. Now I'm just going to try and, beat 2 guys through the zone. That's not what we're looking for. We need a calming presence back there who can wheel it back around, even if this guy chases you back around, which I know you're fast enough to just beat him and he'll probably fall once you make a nice big turn, but then just drop it off for Finn or something. We can break out as a unit. We should break out as a unit. So instead, what do? Right, we make a bad backhand pass. I would have loved to see Stone just turn back around, get everyone on the same page, say, okay, I know forwards are skating out of the zone. Tough shit. Come back in the zone. We're breaking out as a unit. All right. So that concludes the video today. Like I said, I would love to start seeing the D activate a little bit more from the point. And in this last clip, I'd love for our power play breakout to just be a little bit more cohesive and make good passes. Because how did this all start, boys? This started with one bad pass. Now this is perfect. We have our design breakout. This looks a lot better. But one bad pass in the skates, we don't control it. And now I think that killed 40 seconds just off of that one bad pass. We connect on a pass and maybe we're in the zone. My old junior coach used to say, if you cannot pass, you do not have a future in hockey. Passing is probably, for me, passing and skating, probably the two biggest traits you can have as a hockey player. So let's just bear down, focus on our passes, and realize, look, I could win 9 out of 10 puck battles, and we gain possession of the puck. But if we're just giving it right away with bad passes, what's the point, right? We did all that work for nothing. So yeah, we won a puck battle. Now what's the next step? Nice, good pass, and we keep possession. So that'll be the first video package of the season. I'm sure we'll do more video as time goes on, and we'll do team video too. But just wanted to get this out there before practice and before the weekend, because it seemed like a bunch of guys were confused with the drill we ran last practice about the D going from high to low and the forwards picking them or finding them. But all right, boys.